Hi, I'm Adam, and I'd like to introduce you to the Cube Cold Therapy Tub. This is a truly one-of-a-kind design, and I have developed this cold therapy tub to be aesthetically pleasing and to really put you in the mindset of doing cold water immersion. This tub really fits the bill when it comes to doing cold baths in the most comfortable way possible. When I get into ice cold water, I do not want to lay down. To me, that's just very uncomfortable. It's just natural that when submerged in cold water, you'd rather be tucked into a ball, leaning forward in a crouched position with your feet under you rather than laying down, which is how most tubs on the market are made. This has a footprint that's 4 feet wide, 5 foot 4 inches long, and an overall height of 35 inches. This tub is rather spacious inside at 34 inches wide, 42 inches long, and 30 inches deep in the tub area itself, and has a water capacity of around 150 gallons. This tub gives you the perfect amount of room to move around and get as comfortable as possible. I like to call it comfortably cold. I actually think that should be our slogan. The Cube Cold Therapy Tub, comfortably cold. Let's take a look inside the tub. Inside it, you'll see that the tub has a bench seat built into it that puts the water right about shoulder height. From there, if you want to get in deeper, simply slide off the seat, which puts you up to your neck in water with the perfect amount of room to move around and spread out. When taking a cold bath, after soaking for a little while and getting used to the cold, I like to stretch my arms out straight forward or put my elbows out to the side. Then, when I want to get in a little deeper, I just slide off the seat, cross my legs, and just float. This gives you the perfect amount of room to do that. It's also very easy to go completely submerged. Most tubs on the market put you in a lay down position where your knees will be out of the water in order to get your upper body and your head submerged. Another really cool feature of the Cube here is that it has 8 LEDs that light up the body of water, which really gives it a cool look and sets the mood. So now that we've looked at what really sets this tub apart and its unique characteristics, let's take a look at its build, how it's constructed, and what really makes it work so well. I want to give you a quick rundown of the tub, how it's built, the construction, its mechanical components, features, and its operation. First, we start with the main shell, which is rotationally molded plastic and is very lightweight compared to fiberglass. The shell is made in a rotational molding factory. First, the tooling is filled with raw material and resin. It goes into a huge oven where it is heated to around 500 degrees and rotates for about half an hour. Once it is done in the oven, it goes into a cooling area where it rotates and cools for another half an hour. After it is cooled down enough, it is removed from the tooling. Then we load it up, bring it to the shop where we flip it over, cut the bottom out. Then we install the drain and fill fittings. We insert a panel into it towards the back, which creates the rear service compartment. Then we install the plumbing, the light sockets, and the lighting tubes, which end up running through the foam. This is so that if a light in the tub ever stopped working, it could be easily replaced. When all the components are installed, then we insulate the tub. We use 2-pound closed cell spray foam, which does a great job at insulating it as well as reinforcing it and giving it structural stability. So now that we've seen how the shell is made, how it's plumbed, the lighting tubes, and how it's insulated, let's take a look at more of its build and some other features of the tub. This is where all the mechanical components are located. The service compartment is right here in the back, built into the body of the tub itself. Let's take a closer look. This is a very simple setup that makes this thing do what it does. The plumbing runs through the body of the tub, through the back wall, and into this rear service compartment. With this compartment conveniently located inside the tub, we don't have a big box with all the mechanical components hanging off the side of the tub. It keeps the tub short, compact, and it's just a really good setup for the operation of this tub. This keeps everything housed in the tub itself, which is a really nice feature. With exception of the chiller, which is what we want anyhow if you're looking to upgrade and run a 1 horsepower chiller that offers a heater as well. So you can turn this cold tub into a hot tub and have the option of switching from hot to cold. Let's take a closer look at what makes this tub work. On the other side of this panel is insulation, and the plumbing comes through this back wall here and heads over to this brass ball valve. From this valve, the plumbing runs to the circulation pump. This pump is high quality stainless steel, it's whisper quiet, and has 3 flow rate settings. The middle setting on the circulation pump is a perfect flow rate for this system and the chiller unit. From the circulation pump, the water flows into this whole home water filter made by GE. There are different options available for the individual elements, but this is set up with a 5 micron carbon filter, great for sediment smaller than the eye can see. This can be replaced as needed, depending on how much use the tub gets and the environment that it's in. The filter has a bypass valve, which makes changing the filter a breeze. Just flip the valve up and the bowl can be removed. The filter can be replaced with the tub in operation and water still flowing through the system. It also has a clear housing, which is really nice for visually inspecting the element. From there, the water flows out of the tub on this 3/4 inch brass PEX fitting and out into the chiller unit. To cool the water in the tub, we're using this 1/4 horsepower chiller made by Active Aqua, and it does a great job at chilling the water down to a temperature of 39 degrees, or whatever temperature is set on the display. Being that it's 1/4 horsepower, it's very energy efficient as well. Since this tub is insulated so well, we don't need to run a big 1 horsepower chiller, unless you want to run a 1 horsepower chiller with a heater in it. From the chiller, the water flows back into the tub, through the plumbing, and into the inlet fittings inside the tub. Well, that wraps up the water system and the components of the tub. Now for the electrical system. Here we have a waterproof electrical box. It houses a surge protecting power strip, a 120 to 12 volt AC voltage transformer that powers the LEDs within the tub. The LEDs are switched on and off here with this waterproof switch. The lights are wired individually to a bus bar, making them easy to replace if need be. The wires run from the bus bar out of the electrical box and into tubes that run through the foam up to the light sockets in the tub. If a light was to quit working, it could be easily replaced by simply pulling the wire out of the tube. You would just attach a new LED to the end of the wire and then slide it back through the tube up to its socket in the tub. That pretty much wraps up the components of the tub and what makes it work. The circulation pump and the filter housing are easily serviceable. If you had to service or replace either one of these components, you could do so with the tub still filled with water. You would simply close the service valve before and after the pump and filter. Replacement of the circulation pump for itself would be very easy. There are brass fittings on top and bottom of the pump that screw off and seal using a rubber ring. You'd simply unscrew the fitting, remove the pump, install a new one, and you're back in operation, which shouldn't be the case for a very long time because these pumps are very good quality and they're very reliable. But in any event, replacing it would be a breeze. One more thing about this plumbing is it is all very lightweight. Other than 4 brass ball valves and a couple fittings going in and out of the tub, the rest of the fittings are plastic, which drives down the weight considerably. With that being said, the components are of very good quality. I built this tub to last a long time, to be virtually maintenance free. I didn't cut any corners where quality is concerned. I'm very confident that I've built a good product here that will be reliable and do its job flawlessly. One more detail about the plumbing is that this is all PEX plumbing. PEX A to be specific, which is a type that expands using a special tool and then shrinks down to seal against the fittings. PEX is very reliable and has a great reputation for not leaking. Last but not least, the drain runs out of the tub here, has a brass 3/4 inch ball valve inside, and then the 3/4 inch pipe plug on the outside. To drain the tub, you'd simply remove the plug, attach a fitting to a garden hose, and open the ball valve. When I drain the tub, I attach a 3/4 inch hose barb fitting to the drain fitting, run that to a pump, and then a garden hose from the pump to wherever I want. That drains the tub very quickly. So now that the components are covered, look at some other features of the tub. So now that the components are covered, let's look at another feature of the tub. These handholds are designed to give you a good place to hold onto while getting in and out of the tub. In front of the handhold are these notches that give the tub a little more character instead of just being a boring flat rim. More importantly, other than being there to be aesthetically pleasing, the notches are there with safety in mind to prevent you from slipping. If your hands were to slip, you could just catch in one of these notches. The plastic also has texture to aid with grip and to prevent slipping as well. Well, that pretty much wraps up the tub, its construction, operation, and its features. I really hope you like what you see, and more importantly, I hope you're impressed enough to own one of these. There are a lot of cold immersion tubs on the market, and I just hope this tub and its unique design are just what you're looking for. If you're thinking, no way, I'm not getting into cold water, I encourage you to give it a try. I think you would be pleasantly surprised at how easy it actually is and how incredible you feel after doing a cold bath. It is truly invigorating, and health benefits are numerous. I encourage you to watch this video with Wim Hof on impact theory. I'll put a link to it in the description. This video with Wim Hof is about 45 minutes long, and he really breaks down the amazing benefits of cold water immersion, cold exposure, and ice baths. That's what started my journey with cold water therapy. I discovered Wim Hof, started doing Wim Hof method, deep breathing exercises, which is 3 sets of 30 breaths to highly oxygenate all your cells. Then I started doing cold showers and cold water immersion. It helped me tremendously, and here we are. I built this tub because I really didn't like anything else on the market, or they were just way too expensive. I wanted to create something aesthetically pleasing that really puts you in the mindset of doing ice baths. It's definitely tough to get into ice cold water, and it is not very comfortable. I tried filling my bathtub with cold water and getting in, but I hated it. This is a game changer, and once you get into doing ice baths, I guarantee you will keep doing them on a regular basis. It is truly amazing. It's really something you have to experience to know what I'm talking about. Words just can't describe how invigorating it really is. I wanted to create something that would help you. I just really want to help because I'm sure there are a lot of people out there struggling that could relate to me and what I've gone through. There's a big craze going on right now with people taking charge of their own health and looking to take advantage of all the health benefits, physically, mentally, and emotionally, that cold water has to offer. I've built this tub to really fit the bill, to put you in the mindset, to get you comfortably cold. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope to hear from you. I would love to get you into one of these tubs. More importantly, I would love to help make a difference with you and your health. Once again, thank you for watching.